They need that motherfucker.
Hell, where's the nigga that shot at JFK
That's
and
wild.
shit?
Yo.
Cause your love drives me crazy, and I think that maybe.
It's wild.
What else is going on? Hmm. Somebody else died and shit like that. I'm trying to.
Who else died?
Somebody else. Somebody else recently died.
Didn't we have James Earl Jones? He passed away.
We talked about him. Yeah, we
Oh,
talked about
the
him.
dude from was it somebody from the Outsiders recently passed away?
Yeah. We talked about that too. Somebody,
Well, I
I
don't know
could have
who else
sworn
died.
somebody else.
Niggas dropping every fucking day, man. I don't know who else died. Somebody else died. I can't keep up.
Life is just a moment of time.
Right.
Farside was right.
Right.
We go round and round. I'm not gonna lie. When it comes to that song from the Far Side, I know it's a serious song, but I'll be jamming to that song on the low and shit like that. I was like that whole Latin California album is a vibe.
We jamming to that song on the low.
You said what?
Wow.
You said what?
That song helped me get through a lot of so that song helped me get through family tragedy.
Facts. That song helped me get through life.
Yeah.
By the way, Lashia is gonna join us for Problem Child review tomorrow. Oh, what's good, everybody?
When we doing that?
Tomorrow at 11 p.m. We got. I'll explain it after. Don't worry.
I thought we was doing a thing tomorrow.
Don't worry. We doing two things tomorrow.
Change the schedule again?
No, I sent you the official schedule, but I'll explain.
There's something different at 11.
Hold on. Yeah, because originally it was a soundtrack, but I'm gonna push that to next week because it was a Rugrats movie soundtrack. But I'm gonna push that to next week.
Okay, so the other soundtrack you're doing tomorrow too.
We're doing Get Rich or Die Trying soundtrack at 6 p.m. Okay. And then we're gonna do Problem Child at 11 p.m. So that's the only thing.
The movie. You're doing the movie.
Yes, the movie. Okay. Not this. We're just the movie review. Yeah. God, I love me some Rugrats, bro.
I hope they got it on streaming.
It's on YouTube.
I hope they got it on streaming. I ain't seen that shit in years. Problem Child?
It's on you. Yeah, it's on YouTube. They just put it on YouTube.
Problem Child? Oh.
Yeah, they just put it on YouTube.
That shit should be on streaming though.
Well, it's on YouTube. It's much better. Technically, YouTube is streaming. Technically.
No, but I mean like there's like movie apps and shit.
Nah, because if they put it on movie apps, they're gonna rearrange that shit, take it out, put it in different apps. Nah, leave it on YouTube. I'm good.
Mean,
what you mean? What I mean?
I've seen fucking Alfred Hitchcock films on streaming, so they gotta have Problem Child on there too.
Yeah, I'm not saying it should not be on streaming. But I'm just saying, all I'm just saying is this: they're gonna put these damn movies on streaming apps, right? We're gonna get used to seeing that shit on a certain streaming app. Next thing you know it, 2 months later, they're gonna take it out. They're gonna put it on another streaming app. We're gonna waste all this money on all these streaming apps. Sooner or later, we're gonna be buying cable.
That shit ain't on Tubi. Tubi got everything else.
Nah, nigga. If I would have told you if it was on Tubi. I'm trying to help you out. It's on YouTube.
I know YouTube.
It's free on YouTube.
Movies on YouTube, though.
What you?
Oh, so YouTube. I have a jailbroken Fire Stick, so I can I can watch anything on it.
Well, let me know if you find that shit on the jailbreak. I try to find that shit on Jailbreak and Fire Stick. If you find that shit, let me fucking know. Let me fucking know.
Part 1?
We're gonna do part 1 for now.
It gotta be.
I'm trying to help you out, nigga. Like I'm trying to help you.
Look, I just found it. See how easy that was.
Okay. Well, play. Why don't you just play it?
It's on the Film Plus movie app. So now you know.
Okay, well, why don't you just play it? See the quality of the movie.
See the quality of it.
See the quality of the movie.
It's gonna be in 4K because I have a 4K screen.
Oh, excuse me. Ooh, excuse me. Ooh,
what you mean?
4K.
Yeah.
Ooh, excuse me. Ooh, you're fancy. 4K, fancy.
We don't have the floor TV no more. You know what I'm saying? No, we don't do floor TVs no more. We have 4K over here.
Ooh. Sorry. Ooh.
Oh, you funny.
All I'm just trying to tell you is you can just easily go on YouTube, type in Problem Child, click that shit, go to any of these Fire Stick apps.
You still need to watch YouTube in a good quality also.
It is in a good quality. What the fuck you mean?
Okay. But I like watching my shit in 4K.
Okay, nigga.
So if I watch on YouTube, it gotta be in 4K.
Yeah, I'm just over here trying to help your ass out and shit, nigga. Shit. But yeah, before it's gonna be tomorrow at 11 o'clock.
Okay.
But everyone's happy that I'm doing the Culture Club review and shit. I'm like, hey, y'all must love Culture Club and shit. I must love you some Boy George. Boy George. Boy George. How your first name Boy anyway?
Well, that's his stage name.
How your first name Boy or your last name is George? Let me stop. What? Okay. So I finally saw some of that Knuckles miniseries. I had to finish watching it.
Did you like it?
It was alright.
I only saw the first episode. I didn't watch the rest of it.
I mean, the white sidekick, he kind of got on my nerves.
Yeah.
Kid Cudi, I don't know what the fuck he's doing.
He wasn't needed in there. Why
he was not. What is this nigga doing in his life? Like,
he wasn't needed.
He had this weird Joker smile that kind of creeped me out.
He was in that new M. Night Shyamalan film Trap. He was in that one too. He wasn't needed.
I don't think he can really act like that. I'm sorry.
He can barely act, but that's a whole different story.
Hey, Miss Gigolo.
Miss Gigolo, what's good?
You guys had a dope stream last night.
We did. It ran too long though. I told her she needed to get off and go to bed.
Yeah, man. Cause I was literally on my way to chill with Ashley and Justin yesterday, and I thought, oh y'all going live, and I came back home 3 hours later. I was like, damn, y'all niggas still live and shit.
Yeah.
Like damn, y'all niggas.
She likes to talk.
To me, I tell people that 2 hours is literally my limit. So that's all I'm going to say. Unless if it's
remember when we used to do like 4-hour streams.
Nigga.
Yeah, I can't do that.
No, nigga, because I got shit I gotta fucking do. I got shit I gotta fucking do and shit. And then I gotta use my laptop and then my shit be slowing down and stuff like nah, nigga. 2 hours. And unless if I'm just doing a random stream, then I might say, okay, 3 hours. For random.
I've only gone like now I've only done like 4 hours with like Uncle Freezy or with her. So like for me, I ain't doing 4-hour streams no more.
Yeah, remember when we did that whole sitcom list?
You know what I mean?
Our favorite books and shit.
That sitcom list was 6 hours. We had to split it up in like 2 hours.
For real.
3 hours a piece. You know what I'm saying?
Who's idea?
No, we can't do that no more. That was your idea.
I know.
What you mean? The top 100 sitcoms all time? That was your idea.
I was thinking, why I had to do like 50 all at one day and shit.
Yeah, we did 3 hours a piece. So
yeah,
you gotta binge watch that shit. They got it on. Got it on Cinema HD.
Oh, okay. Cool. That's what I tried to look for.
On Film Plus, it wasn't playing though, but they got the link. I don't understand that.
You piece of shit.
Yeah, 6 hours. We had to split it up in 2 halves because it was too long.
Were you watching the Emmys?
Top 100 sitcoms. That's what we did, huh?
Did you watch the Emmys?
Nah, who won?
Yeah, I don't understand the hype with this whole show, The Bear. I don't understand the hype for that show.
All right, but who? Oh, the Bear.
Yeah.
I never watched that. The guy that the guy on the show, he's from Shameless. He played Liam.
I don't give a fuck if he's from the Honeymooners and shit. The show is not that good.
I never watched it. I have like cousins that watch that show. I never watched it though.
I don't give a fuck about if he's from Shameless or not. Shit.
Shameless was my show. That was a good show.
It was a good show. It ran on too long though.
You think so?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a big fan of it, but I'm just like, damn, this show's. How many more shows can you tell about this cracker family and shit?
That shit was hilarious, man. That shit was good. Problems of a white family you don't get to see all the time.
I see that shit on soap operas all the time and shit. Problems don't just go, Flo, you know? I don't know why that line is so fucking funny to me.
I feel like I know that line from somewhere.
It came from Problem Child.
Problem Child, okay.
Wow, tomorrow is going to be a funny ass review.
Damn, I ain't see that shit in years.
You know what should have been a sequel? If that motherfucker went to a black family.
You would write some shit like that, huh?
Hell yeah. I'll call it, if they want to reboot it, call it Problem Child. Enter the Rebellion. Some shit like that, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, Lord.
Or
thank God we ain't got you for it.
Problem Child. Guess who's coming to dinner?
Yeah.
No,
I don't Reg listens to the Beach Boys. I don't listen to them.
What about the Beach Boys?
He's asking, do you like the Problem Child song?
I never heard of that song from the Beach Boys. I'm gonna be real with you. I just stick to like Pet Sounds, you know, mostly from the Beach Boys. I'm not like the biggest Beach Boys fan. Mine is Pet Sounds.
Yeah, Tito Jackson just passed. He died. Well, I don't want to say he just died. He died today. It's just news just now coming in. He had a heart attack.
While he was driving.
While he was driving, right? That's what I was telling you. That's the same thing happened to Macho Man. While he was driving, he had a heart attack.
Because he wasn't macho after that attack.
Stupid.
All right, I'm about to start in about 5 more minutes. Man, we lost James Earl Jones, Frankie Beverly, Rich Homie Quan and shit. Now Tito Jackson.
Michael got his Guitar Man in heaven right now.
He's really the reason why the Jackson 5 happened. If Joe didn't catch him playing that fucking guitar. Think about it. If Tito would have never played that guitar, we would never have Michael Jackson, Janet Jackson.
Didn't we lose what's your boy Rich Homie Quan? Didn't he die too?
He's not my boy.
Oh,
but yeah, we did lose him.
Thought you liked him.
Nah, I don't like his music, but I just said his music had an effect on me while I was in college because his music was everywhere. That don't mean I like him.
Mm. Well, Nelly was everywhere in 2000. It didn't mean I listened to him either.
You're not going to compare Rich Homie Quan to Nelly. Nelly was a musical genius.
Oh, God.
Nelly was a musical genius.
The great St. Louis genius.
When he's not under ecstasy.
When he's not cheating on Ashanti.
Oh, wait. I did hear that song, Problem Child. Yeah, I ain't care for it.
I like the Third Base Problem Child song.
Yes.
I like that one.
I was just bumping some Third Base earlier and shit.
Yeah.
We got to talk about them solo albums at some point.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you're not even kidding. Hard to come by, but yeah. I don't even know if I like it or dislike it, to be real with you. Because like both of those albums has its pros and cons, which is crazy to me. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, this was see if they should have had at least a good four to five albums though, because it's like they were just getting better. Also, they were beefing with one another. That's like one white group. I wish they would have got back together. Not the Beatles, not Oasis, Third Base. I don't give. That's one white group I want to see get back together, man. Shit, get off your fucking asses and shit. See, Third Base, Pete Rock and CL Smooth. I just wish all these new rappers would just take a break so all these old rappers can drop one more fucking album. Now, I don't know if we'll have a Fugees album. I don't know about that.
Jane's Addiction looked like they might break up. Did you see what happened with them?
Oh, I forgot. That's what I forgot to talk about. Yo, you know what's crazy? I gotta see that fight though. I think that's on YouTube. But you know what's crazy? Niggas be like, "Oh, I didn't know they were like this." I was like, "Niggas, they been beefing since they first started." Perry, from what I heard, was a fucking asshole and shit.
That's what every group.
Nah, but he was a different kind of asshole. He was.
That's what every group.
But yeah, Jane's. I was thinking about talking about Jane's Addiction too. Like, I'm surprised they even got back together. That's the thing.
Right. I think they said the other members voted. They voted Dave back in the group.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. So I guess Perry didn't want him back in the group or some shit.
Yeah, because him and Perry always had some issues with one another.
Yeah, it's called jealousy. Dave married Carmen Electra. He went on to produce other acts.
Oh God.
Perry had Lollapalooza. Yeah.
Well, those first two Jane's Addictions albums, classics. To me, they were the true beginning of alternative rock coming into the mainstream. If you ask me, that's why. Like my son Jane says, "Dumb Sergio treats me like a rag." You know that song?
I don't know that one. I know Mountain.
Yeah.
What's the joint? It's not Mountain Man. That's what it's called.
Yeah. You right.
Mountain Man and what's the other joint? There's another joint I know from them, but I didn't listen to them like that.
Don't Get Caught Stealing.
I gotta hear it. Well, I gotta hear it.
Yeah, man. Like Jane's Addiction, man. They were like the artistic rock group of the 80s and shit. Like they picked up where Talking Heads left off, if you ask me. Like they were just so artistic.
I love Linkin Park, so I'm gonna listen to the album first before I say if she was needed or not.
I was gonna ask you, how many Linkin Park albums do you have? I'm just curious.
I got 3.
Okay, I'm a
Meteora, Living Things, and the remix album.
I'm gonna send you something in the private chat, but don't say it out loud.
I want to hear it. I can tell you, I don't like the live stream they did. That live stream concert, she didn't sound good at all. So I don't know if she was nervous, but if that's how she's gonna sound on the album, yeah, they might need to get rid of us really quick.
Okay, I just sent to you on the private chat. I'm ready to start whenever you are.
Let's go.
All right. What up, niggas, bitches, Democrats, Republicans, Kamala Harris supporters, Trump supporters, whoever's watching this video. Well,
damn, they missed him again.
You said what?
They missed him again. They ain't kill his ass this time.
How you failed to kill somebody twice?
He's doing that shit on purpose, man.
This nigga trying to make himself like a fucking martyr.
Hey, get the DC sniper. He locked up. I'm sure he won't miss him.
This your boy Reg in the building. I got my homeboy trying the building with me.
Yo.
And this is my fresh edge up, just letting y'all know. So today we're gonna do an album anniversary. Oh wow, Dartmouth actually came before I started the review. That's surprising.
Wow. Right. And he's waiting for you to give it 4.5, like you always do, he says. Right, because he can do better.
All right, well, tonight we're gonna do an album anniversary. But before I start, I want to give a quick rest in peace to Tito Jackson. You know what I'm saying? This news kind of broke out within the last hour and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? Tito Jackson was the guitarist and a member of the Jackson 5. It was pretty much the reason why Joe Jackson decided to make his kids a singing group after Joe caught Tito playing with his guitar and stuff like that. And then he just had an idea after he heard him play, and the rest is history. You know what I'm saying? Tito Jackson is also the father of the group 3T. You know what I'm saying? The other when Tito's sons had their own group. Actually, I do have their first album and stuff like that too. I gotta find where it's at. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, I was kind of shocked. I know he came out with a solo album years ago. 'Cause I know he did a song with Big Daddy Kane and some stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Yeah.
Kane's still doing crap, huh?
Shut up. This song was actually dope. I actually like the song.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, man, but very sad. Yeah, rest in peace to Tito. And today's album anniversary, as you can see, I never liked this album cover. It's Kid Cudi's Man on the Moon, End of the Day. This is Kid Cudi's first album. It came out September 15, 2009. Ironically, we were just talking about Kid Cudi, but this album, I remember when this album first came out, Day and Night first came out, and it blew the fuck up and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I like the song, but I got kind of tired of it after a while. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody was trying to. It's like with Kid Cudi, everybody was trying to like they want to do drugs just listening to his music. If that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? He pretty much called his Man on the Moon because he was inspired by Andy Kaufman and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? Because you know they had that Kaufman biopic with Jim Carrey called Man on the Moon, which that movie I have a lot of mixed feelings about. That's all I'm going to say. You know, you guys should know I'm not the biggest Kid Cudi fan, but this is an album I can listen to front and back. Well, there's some trash here too, but wow. Yeah, his first two albums, those his most listenable songs, if you ask me. Like there's songs like, you know, Pursuit of Happiness.
That was dope.
I never liked that song.
Wow.
I never liked that fucking song. Make Us Say with Kanye and Common. I think that was the one that used the
Lady Gaga,
the Poker Face sample, which I like that joint. You know what I'm saying? That should have been a bigger single and stuff like that. Heart of a Lion was okay. You know what I'm saying? This was like literally my middle school era. I remember when he was blowing up when I was in middle school. I mean, this album did get a few Grammy nominations and stuff like that too. It was nominated. I know Day and Night was nominated for Best Rap Song, Best Rap Solo Performance. Make Us Say was also nominated for Best Rap Performance and shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to this album, I kind of feel like this kind of picked up where 808s and Heartbreak left off, if you ask me, which I feel like to me, that's one of Kanye's best albums, if you ask me. And dare I say, it might be his most influential album. But I might do a video on that one day. Because it's like this. It's like I remember when 808s even first came out, niggas was hating that album. But then once the Kid Cudis, the Drakes, the Travis Scotts, the Futures, when niggas try to get emotional and stuff like that too, which I kind of hate how people think, oh, well, Kanye 808s made rappers vulnerable. I disagree with that because if you go as far back, even though I don't like this, you had PM Dawn, you had cats like hell, DMX. More vulnerable than Kid Cudi and shit like that. This nigga was literally praying on his own fucking out. He would be barking 1 minute, then praying 1 minute. I'm like, what kind of shit is this?
They thought PM Dawn was whack, and I mean, for me, they were just a lot of religious stuff that went over my head back then. But
yeah,
you know, they were dope, and they just wasn't. It wasn't the right time for them to come out. Like now, it would have been a different story. They would have been huge now.
Right. But what do you think about the Kid Cudi album?
I love it. You know, he just had a different sound. You know, the production was fire. You know, the songs he was coming out with, Make Us Say with Common and Kanye West, and you know, In My Dreams and Solo Dolo it was just a different type of album. And this is at a time when, rap, it wasn't in a good place to me at that
I
time. You know
agree.
what I'm saying? I was really chucking for like the indie, underground artists. You know, Wiz Khalifa when he was making good shit. Cuddy,
Trash.
Mac Miller, rest in peace. I was checking for them. Casey Veggies. So I wasn't really that like the shit that we had in mainstream wise. It was just garbage, and Cuddy brought a fresh, sound, and he just had his own lane. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like I think with the Kanye thing was that album came out right after Donda passed away. So it was Kanye was vulnerable. It was dark, and then it's like it was successful, and then we had other artists that copied that sound. So you know what I mean. But I think this was a great album. His first two to me was like his best.
I
One and two.
agree.
I like other. He has other albums I like, and In the Cut was dope. I like the
Trash.
album he did with Dr. Genius was good.
Trash.
Um, I like how you just saying trash when I'm telling you what albums I like from him. The Satellite album, I don't know that title. That was pretty good. Um, of course, Kids See Ghosts with him and Kanye. I love that one. You know what I'm saying?
That
I
was
don't like
good.
I don't, like I'm like you. I don't like all his stuff. Like he had some albums I didn't care for either, but his first two to me was like the best ones.
I feel you though. All right. So another Sunday, another artist to talk about, and we're going to talk about the Culture Club with "Kissing to Be Clever." Um, this album came out in the UK. It came out October 8th, in 1982,
Mm,
but in the US, it came out December 13th, 1982 too.
yeah.
Two. Virgin Records on the UK, Epic Records as the US distributor. Culture Club consists of members Boy George, Michael Craig, Roy Hay, and John Moss. Singles that was known for are White Boy, which is UK. The first four songs I'm going to mention are UK singles. White Boy, I'm Afraid of Me, Do You Really Want to Hurt Me? Wait. You got a single I'm Afraid of Me and Do You Really Want to Hurt Me? Okay.
Yes.
Time Clock of the Heart and I'll Tumble for You, which all these years I thought the song was called California, but I'm gonna talk more about that. I'm California. I thought he was saying California all this fucking time and shit.
No, it was the
I was thinking like, I'm California. I was like, so this nigga's California? Oh, well.
no.
Producers include Steve Levine. He's pretty much like the guy that pretty much orchestrated the sound of the Culture Club.
Right.
If you ask me and stuff like that. He also done stuff for people like the Beach Boys. He did stuff for them. Natalie McCool, Gary Moore. A lot of these artists I don't fucking know who they are, so I'm just gonna not waste my time with them. So Culture Club, I'm gonna be real with you. This is a group I'm kind of recently getting into, to be real with you. Like by recently, I mean like a couple years ago. I do like Boy George's voice. I think like he has a very unique voice. What got my respect from him was when he was singing with the late great Luther Vandross,
Right.
in Motown Returns to the Apollo and stuff like that. I think they were singing the Jimmy Ruffin song, "What Becomes of a Broken Hearted." You know what I'm saying? What becomes that song and shit. And yeah, he held his own with Luther and shit. And this is like peak Luther. Well, I don't want to say peak Luther. This was like at his prime Luther
Right.
and shit like that too, But I don't really have like a grand story how I really got into them. So all I'm gonna say is that I kind of misjudged Boy George a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I thought he was just some weird ass white boy wearing all these kind of weird things. I don't know. But then I listened to some of them. I was like, this shit kind of hot though. It kind of gets me groove. It has like a good groove to it. And from what I heard, the band has a very good catalog and shit. But like I said, Try is more familiar with this group, so I'm going to let him tell his long story how he got into the group because he always talks about this group. He was so excited. We talking about an artist we liked and shit. Like, oh, I'm fucking with y'all.
I mean, I like from the first album to like Waking Up with House on Fire. I saw like from 82 to like maybe 84, 85. Like I was rocking with them. Like I knew these songs, and I'm a little kid and I'm hearing these songs, you know, and I'm seeing the videos for Comic Chameleon and Do You Really Want to Hurt Me and I'll Tumble for You. So um when the album for Waking Up with the House on Fire came out, I see the album cover and I'm thinking it's a woman. You know what I'm saying? I remember my mom had I went to my mom with my mom to buy the albums back then, you know, at the record store, and I'm looking at the album cover and I'm thinking this is a woman on the album cover, not knowing that it was a man dressed as a woman. You know what I'm saying? So like when you're a little kid and you see that and you like kind of confused, like how does a man wear all that makeup and he looks exactly like a woman? So you don't understand back then what you know. I don't even. It's not. You're not a transvestite. He's a man dressing up as a woman, but
Androgynous.
right. You don't understand what that is as a little kid. So I'm like, this is a man dressed up as a woman. Like you know what I'm saying? It was crazy, but you know,
It's like the way you emphasize.
on the other
The
album.
way you
You know what I'm
emphasizing
saying?
it.
He didn't look like that on the album. Like he didn't look like that on this album cover. You know what I'm saying? He didn't look like that on Color by Numbers. So I'm like, what the hell? Like, is Boy George, but he's dressed up as a woman. So I didn't understand what that meant back then, you know, until like later on. And I'm like, oh, okay, so he's gay and he dresses up like a woman sometimes. But he
I
has a
heard you.
great voice. He has a great voice. You know what I'm saying?
I heard you was getting pussy too on the low.
Huh?
I heard you was still getting pussy on the low.
Oh yeah.
I heard. I heard, man, because
Well, then he likes both. Then that's that's his business. You know what I'm
hey,
saying? But I didn't understand
boy,
what that was at 5, 6 years old, and I'm hearing the songs, and I'm like, yo, that's Boy George singing, but he looks
man,
different on the album covers. You know what I'm saying? So,
boy was my boy. Boy was my boy. I tell you.
it's stupid, yo. It's stupid. It was just like they just had some great songs that for pop music back then in the '80s. When you hear "Do You Really Want to Hurt Me," it sounded like a reggae song. It had like the reggae influence, the beat and everything, the bass line, but it was a pop song, and it crossed over into pop culture in movies and commercials, TV shows and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And that was like one of their big hits. And Karma Chameleon was everywhere. So like for those years, like I grew up with their music because they were just huge on radio, pop radio, and there's a lot at that time when we had Wham and Cyndi Lauper, Madonna, and pop music was just great back then. So
Right.
After Waking Up with the House on Fire, I didn't listen to anything that they had, and
The house was on fire.
that's one of the albums. Waking Up with the House on Fire.
Oh, I was about to say,
That's
hold
the
on.
album cover where he looks like an actual woman with the red hair and everything and the makeup. And
Hold on, let me see this. This I gotta see.
if you 5, 6 years old and you see the album cover, you're gonna think it was a woman.
Nigga,
That's
this is
what I
Reba.
thought. Huh?
He dressed up like Reba.
Like who? Reba McEntire.
Yeah, the white Mary J. Blige.
Oh, stop.
Yeah, that's what white people. That's white people's Mary J. Blige.
Reba McEntire.
Yeah, that's white people's Mary J. Blige.
I don't see the comparison, but
Because when white women listen to Reba, they feel empowered. When black women listen to Mary J. Blige, they feel like they're going to church.
oh, what do you call
Think about it. When women don't go to church, they listen to Mary J. Blige albums. They always start with "I'm going down" and shit. It's like it's a scientific fact. It's a scientific fact and
Oh
shit.
my god. And I think Mary is healed since then. Yeah. You know. So I mean, yeah, and then they had like I know there was a time when they had broken up and you know, they came back together. Supposedly there's a biopic coming out for them. I
Of
think next
course,
year. Huh?
of
Well, I
course
mean
there is.
supposedly that's supposed to be coming out
Of course.
maybe next I think next year is coming out for them.
'Cause let's just give everybody a biopic now. Hey,
Well, I
Frankie
would I
Beverly
would
just
like to
died.
see if not a biopic, a documentary on the group because I don't know why they broke up. I know very little about the group, so I would like to
It's
hear like
because
an
of
in-depth, documentary
Boy
about
George's
them.
drug habit.
Huh?
From what I heard, of Boy George's drug habit was going crazy at that
Yes,
time,
that
man.
too. But I mean, all the members within the band, I don't know about them, so I would like to see a documentary on the whole group. You know,
Right, because if you look at the album cover for this album, where the fuck are the members at and shit? It's like,
the
why the
members are
hell?
actually on the back. They're on the back.
Oh, excuse me.
Yes.
Yeah. Let's put them in the back of the bus and shit.
Well, it's all about Boy George. We all know that. It's all about him. You know, he was the star of the group.
Shit.
They
Of
they
course
could
he
have
was.
they could have replaced them with Humpty Dumpty, and it wouldn't have mattered. He was the star of the group.
My name is. It's like my name is Boy George, and this is the Culture Club.
If
I'm
you
David
take
Ruffin.
away if you take away the revolution, it's still gonna be Prince. He didn't need the revolution. They needed him.
Well, see, that's different because the revolution.
How did Wendy and Lisa's career go after they left?
They actually still had a very good career because they still did a lot of TV scores and everything like that.
Okay, TV
They still do a lot
score.
of producing and writing.
Uh-huh.
So they still relatively were still making music, but they weren't profiled. They were actually more like studio musicians. Thank you very much.
Okay. But what about the other guy, the drummer and the one that used to dress up as a surgeon and shit?
Well, most of them retired and shit, and some of them still toured along the way and stuff like that too.
Prince went off and had New Power Generation.
True.
So, it was all about the star of the group, which was Boy George.
I'm David Ruffin, and these are my temptations.
Don't do that.
He's the white David Ruffin.
They were great. Eddie Kendricks is highly underrated in that group.
I wouldn't call Eddie underrated.
Really?
Honestly.
So who is the better one, David or Eddie?
If you want my honest opinion, I was always more of an Eddie. I was always more of an Eddie fan. I like David. David was great.
I'm going to say David over Eddie, though.
But if he asked me my personal favorite singer of the Temptations that's growing on me, Ali Woodson.
Okay.
No one gives Ali, excuse me, was David Ruffin reincarnated. And mind you, David Ruffin was still alive and shit at that time.
Right.
David Ruffin without the crack, honestly.
Ain't nobody coming to see you, Ali.
Shut up. Like Ali was a bad motherfucker.
Yes.
He was a bad motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know who was also an underrated Temptation? Are we going to start soon?
Who?
Ron Tyson. The light skin falsetto. He still held it down. He's still holding it down too. Right. He's been in groups since like the early 80s and shit. Come on now. See, we know our Motown, y'all. We know our
bad
Motown.
loss. The Giants defense let Brian Robinson Jr. run all over them today. The defense was bad. They had an injured kicker. The offense was just between Neighbors and Singletary. They need a tight end. They need other receivers. So it was an all-around bad loss for the Giants.
Yeah, I heard about that shit. I was at work when that happened.
So it's nothing that I'm not surprised about it because they're a bad team in there.
Well, man, cute. So what about Dennis? Dennis Edwards was dope too. Yeah, Dennis was very good. He got the group the first Grammy. Let's keep it real. But yeah, let's talk about Culture Club. We can talk about Temptation. We'll be here all night. All right. So for those who don't know who the Culture Club are, they consist of members Boy George. I already said this. Okay. They coming from London, England, where half the bands we talked about coming from. So Boy George, he originally used to sing with this group called Bow Wow Wow. And no, this was not part of the group that Shad Moss was in. Just letting y'all know. But he was known as Lieutenant Lush before Boy George, and at that time too, he had met this cat named Mikey Craig, who was at the bases and stuff like that, and he invited Boy George to join his group called the Culture Club, which ended up having John Moss, who was a drummer who was formerly from the band The Damned and Adam and the Ants. Oh wait, he was from Adam and the Ants. Oh shit, he fucked with Adam and wow. Hmm.
Something.
They, oh, all these androgynous people just connecting and shit. It's like the androgynous community. Wow.
Yeah.
I never knew that. Okay. Adam Ant has some heat though. I ain't gonna hold you. He has some heat. And Roy Hay, you know what I'm saying? He was like the guitarist and shit. The original called themselves Sex Gang Children, but another band adopted that name and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Which that's an interesting name, Sex Gang Children, but a name that would not fly in today's day and age.
Right.
I never knew Boy George was Irish too. That's interesting. So they had like a black Briton on bass, a blonde Englishman on guitar and keyboard, and a Jewish drummer.
Mm-hmm.
That's a whole rainbow coalition. Wow. Oh. So that's why they called themselves that's why they call us the Culture Club and whatnot too. And they recorded some demos and stuff like that, which EMI actually financed the demos and stuff. But EMI, they were not impressed with it. They felt like there was gonna be a waste of money. So then Virgin Records signed them into the UK distribution, whereas Epic Records signed them into the US distribution and stuff like that too. And they dropped 2 singles in '82 called White Boy and I'm Afraid of Me. Now, they weren't really successes like that, and they were released in the UK specifically. However, they dropped this one track called Do You Really Want to Hurt Me? And that took off and stuff like that too, you know what I'm saying? And what ended up really taking the band to another level of notoriety was, well, the motherfucker on the album cover, to be real with you. And people were just so fascinated by this white boy who looked like he could actually do somebody's hair, like a hairdresser or some shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? There was this one movie from the '80s I used to watch, Heathers. He looked like something from the fucking Heathers or some shit like that.
So? You think he would fit in with Winona Ryder and Kristen Slater?
Well, he would have fit in with that happy-go-lucky teacher and stuff like that too. Right. That's like the anti-John Hughes movie right there, Heathers. Man, that's a classic movie.
Yeah, it's definitely.
Love that fucking movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, and people were writing about him, thinking about, oh my God, this white man with his androgynous style and his sexual revolution is so edgy. It's so amazing. When Grace Jones has been doing that shit 10 years prior.
What is she, like the leader that she started it? She started it now?
I mean, if you look at the whole androgynous shit, if you look at the history of androgyny and stuff like that, a lot of them people, they kind of took it from like the black LGBTQ. Like look at cats like Sylvester, for instance. A lot of them people stole from Sylvester. Sylvester was a bad motherfucker. That's all I gotta say. He was a bad motherfucker. And then of course we have Prince too.
Right.
That's another story for a different day and shit. But because Boy George definitely was an influencer, especially coming from the UK, bringing that international flavor. But I feel like Grace Jones, she was really the one that really broke the lid off and shit like that, in my opinion. But so yeah, man. So they came out with this album in 1982. And they actually made history because they were the first group since the Beatles to have 3 top 10 hits in America from the debut album. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. So this is the album cover right here. Fucking Boy George's chain, stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, these album covers gonna be crazy as hell and shit.
Right.
Who that motherfucker smiling so fucking hard in the lower left?
That's the black dude. This is the black dude on the lower level.
Oh, so he the black guy. Okay, so that's
Yeah,
the
he's the
black
black
guy.
dude.
All
He
right.
ain't, he light skin. You know.
He's like, yeah, I'm in the band with white guys and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My spot is secured.
Shit, I'm gonna be on Soul Train. We're gonna be on Soul Train.
Token black. There's always a token black in these bands. PJ Morton, the token black from Maroon 5. Even though
The
he
black
has his
guy,
own buzz now.
the black guy from the Doobie Brothers.
Right. The black guy from Doobie Brothers, right. Yep. The black guy from Color Me Bad. There's always one.
Brian Gumble.
Was he black?
Let's talk. All right, so we're going to do the OG copy. Okay, I think that's what Try got. You got the OG, right?
The 9-song,
Okay.
yeah.
9 songs. Let's get started with the first song called White Boy, but this is like the dance mix. Very enjoyable track right here. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of bold for a white man to have a song called White Boy and stuff like that too. It's kind of bold and shit.
Why?
You know? Hey,
Yes.
you said what?
Why is that bold?
Because you never hear white people proclaim their whiteness and shit like that. It's like they don't go around saying I'm a white boy, I'm a white man. You know what I'm saying? They don't go around doing all that shit. You know, but hey. This is a very cool song. Some of these the lyrics, I mean, I don't know what the hell he's talking about with some of these lyrics. I'm gonna be real with you. I tried to do my best to decipher some of these lyrics though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I have a feeling he's talking about a white boy he's attracted to. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But hey, if that's how you float your boat, man, that's how you float your boat. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah. But I actually like this. I like the break and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? That was pretty hot.
Yes, I love the song. It's definitely very danceable, and the chorus on it, and the instrumentation on it was great. Boy George vocals, I think he's like a very underrated singer. And then he had like the saxophone solo part in it was good, so I liked it. And you know what's crazy? What track listing are you going by?
I didn't know there was different track listings.
All right, the vinyl track listing, it starts off with "Do You Really Want to Hurt Me?" It's a totally different track listing on the vinyl.
So
at least for the OG copy, I don't know how it is on the reissue.
So this means So okay, well, fuck it. What's track number 2 on your copy?
The YouTube one has White Boys as number 1.
That's what I'm looking at on Wikipedia.
Okay, yeah. So the YouTube track listing is different from the vinyl.
Well, we'll just go by your vinyl and shit because I already wrote notes for everything anyway. I don't give a fuck.
But we got to start over then.
Okay, yeah. So track number 1 is
Do You Really? All right. Do You Really Want to Hurt Me is track 1.
All right. Well, I remember when I first heard the song when I was a little boy and whatnot. Too, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be real with you. You would probably hear me say, I don't like it because of reggae flavor and stuff like that. But honestly, I've always fucked with this song to an extent. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it has like a nice vibe to it and everything like that. I mean, when I first heard it on Family Guy, that's where I first heard this song.
Family Guy, wow.
Yeah. One of my favorite episodes, Stewie and Brian went on their first adventure together and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, this is like their breakthrough song and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, very dope. I love his singing on this one too. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So this is like one of those groups I don't mind them doing reggae, catching the reggae flavor and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? Because they still have their own sound. They didn't go full on reggae like what the Force MDs did in their first album and shit.
The Force MDs. What?
Yeah, their first album. You remember that reggae song they had? I forgot the name of it.
Yeah, I totally forgot the name of it. I mean, it had a reggae song to it, and the beat and the bass line. It was like it gave me like Jamaican nightclub vibes.
Right.
During the 80s. You know, it's just a great song, and like I said, like it's just a iconic song that's in pop culture. You know, I have
I
the
agree.
first three Culture Club albums. I got the first three. So like the second album
I
I have, and the third album I have.
I have none, but maybe I might get some for the collection. You never know.
Right.
So what's track number two off your shit?
Track number two is "I'm Afraid of Me," the remix.
Okay, let me pull up my notes for that one. Um, what do I say about this track right here? This one was pretty dope. You know what I'm saying? I like the beat to it
Hmm.
and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? Again, Boy George is literally like floating on this fucking track and stuff like that too. So yeah, I like it.
Yeah, this also had like a Caribbean sound with the beat, and it had like the synthesizers and the horn. The horns were a major part of '80s music. They always had
Of
like a
course.
horn section or a saxophone section. So you had that, and it says the remix. What's the original version? I don't think I've ever heard that one.
Me neither.
So they decided to put the remix on the first album, which is interesting. But yeah, this was good. This is like one of my favorites on here.
Mm, definitely. So what's track number three?
Track three is I'm Not Crazy.
Okay, that's the second track. Okay.
Yeah, on the YouTube
Fire.
video, it's the second one.
Yeah. Fire track right here. You know what I'm saying? This was a song that was definitely a very synth heavy track and everything like that too, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, pretty much trying to convince his lover that I'm not crazy and stuff like that too. I'm me and shit, you know what I'm saying? Very I like the instrumentation of this track.
Yeah, this was dope. Definitely love the beat for this. The implementation was good.
Definitely. Brrr. What's the next track?
All right. Track four is "I'll Tumble for You."
Oh, okay, California. Okay. This time I've always fucked with this song and shit like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, all these years I thought this nigga was talking about California, like California, California.
You stupid.
You know what?
You stupid.
Oh man. So he pretty much say that Boy Joe said I'll tumble for you is about wanting to do something to be the next big thing. Pretty much, because at that time they were like a more like a indie kind of group and shit like that. It's like a I'm coming out, like or Diana Ross. It's like their equivalent to Diana Ross's I'm coming out.
Okay.
And stuff like that. Take that how you want to take it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this one right here was very dope song. One of my personal favorites from the album.
Yeah, this is one of
Okay.
my favorites. There's a
Okay.
video for this too because it was a single, and I love the beat and the melody for it, and it's just a great song. Like I said, it's one of their. I think it's one of their like fan favorites. Like the fans love to hear from them, and just a feel good record.
Right.
All right, then we
Yeah.
got Love Twist featuring Captain Crucial. There's
One of my
10 songs on here. The vinyl has an extra song. Time, Clock of the Heart.
yeah,
Yeah, so it's even though we have a reissue, but the vinyl for the OG has 10 songs instead. It's not. It's nine for you. Whatever reason, it's nine on YouTube, but it's 10 on the vinyl.
definitely. So Love Twist is possibly my favorite song on this album, possibly. You know what I'm saying? Again, it has like a very reggae, new wave kind of feel, which I feel like it blended well with the group.
Mhm.
You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? Very dope song right here and stuff like that. I kind of wish this was a single, very
right.
danceable track and everything. So yeah, this one's pretty solid.
This was good. I don't know who the hell Captain Crucial is. Never heard him before, but the song itself had a nice beat. I like the synthesizers on it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. All right, then we got track 6 is Time, Clock of the Heart. Have you heard this one before?
Honestly, I did not hear this one. I don't think I heard this one.
Time was one of my favorites also. That was I believe there's a video for that too, I want to say. That was like one of my favorites. The bass line, they had like some then there's like some harmonica playing on that. The beat was fire and it was just a real smooth melodic record. I didn't realize that it was on this album. I'm thinking it was on the second album. I didn't realize it was on this album. But yeah, Tom was definitely one of my favorites on here. It's also on their greatest hits as well.
Right. All right.
Track 7 we got White Boy, the dance mix.
Yeah, we already talked about that one.
Again, now why do they have the? I need to know from Culture Club why is the remix for "I'm Afraid of Me" on here, and the dance mix for White Boy on here? Why did we get the OG version?
Just for marketing purposes.
Oh, okay. I mean, because at that time they was selling like 12-inch vinyl, so they could just put it on the single.
Yeah.
Track 8 we got Boy Boy. I'm the boy.
Boy.
I'm
Fire track. Yeah, this another track that kind of makes me want to dance and shit.
Yeah, I like the beat for this. The bass line for this. And he's just Boy George is basically saying, I'm a boy, you made me. The title, I don't know, I don't understand the title. Boy, I'm the boy.
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 That's my boy.
Track 9, we got White Boys Can't Control It.
I didn't care for this song like that.
You didn't like this one?
Nah. I don't like the title either.
Yes. He had some questionable lyrics too out here.
Hold on, let me read some of these lyrics. Hold on.
Oh, good.
He says some shit like, put down your gun and find your heart. We're dying soldiers. We don't dance for the devil. The white boys can't control it. White boys never hold it. You know what? Because I don't want to know what white boys are doing. That's on you.
80s pop is so different from now, yo.
It is. Yeah, you like the song?
It was very questionable lyrics on here. The beat was dope. I like the beat. I just the lyrics were just. I don't know if he could have got away with the lyrics today. With the shit he was saying on here. It was okay.
Yeah, I agree.
And then the last track we got Take Control.
Take Control, fire track as well too. Very, very, very dope. I love the drums and the synths on this one as well too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. I mean, this was pretty good. Boy George definitely did his thing for this one.
Yes, definitely loved his vocals on this. The beat had nice beat synthesizers.
Yes. All right. You said that was the last one?
Yeah.
All righty. All right. So overall, this album to me is a very dope album. I would even call it a classic album if you ask me. It has like a very feel good, definitely a feel good feel to it and everything like that too, you know what I'm saying? I would highly recommend this. Boy George definitely did his thing on this one. As a first time listener, I'm definitely impressed. So I would give this. I'm probably gonna give this 4 out of 5.
I love it. Love the production. That new wave pop. Production. Boy George's vocals and he had some big smash records on here. You really want to hurt me and I'll tumble for you and time and just a great album. So I'm definitely gonna give it 4.5. And I love their first 3 albums. Their first 3 albums were like my favorite. Anything after like 84, I ain't listen to. So
Right. And TT, me and Charlie, we already did Queen up until 1982.
yeah, you missed that. That was a great one.
Yeah, we're gonna do the latter half probably either later
No,
this year or
no, we're never gonna do that. We're never gonna do that.
well, you don't want to do like the look and innuendo all that shit.
No, I think the we did the best Queen music from the first album to what's the last one we did?
A hot space.
Hot, yeah. That was like the best shit.
I don't know. I
You like
still
this stuff
like
after? I don't know they stuff after Hot Space, so
they have some duds. I'm not gonna hold you, but I feel like Innuendo from 1991 was a fire album. That's all I'm gonna say.
okay.
The last one with Freddie Mercury, but
Wow.
even the works from '84 has some solid heat too. But
Mm.
it has some trash. Like, I never liked that song Radio Gaga.
You don't like that song? Wow, that's one of their big hits too.
I hate the chorus. Oh, you hear? It's Radio Gaga. Like, come on, man.
Wow. Okay.
And that's how Lady Gaga got her name too.
Oh yeah, from that song. Wow,
Yeah.
she got good taste.
All right. Yep. So now we're gonna do a little quick little breakdown. We're going to talk about Jay-Z Volume Series versus the Blueprint Series. Both series got 3 albums each. You know what I'm saying? So which one is going to be the best out of the match? Three. So we're going to start off with Jay-Z's In My Lifetime Volume 1 versus the Blueprint.
Yes.
Now, both great albums.
Which one is better?
This is a no-brainer for me. I got to go with the Blueprint. As much as I love Volume 1,
Mm-hmm.
I love Volume 1, and I feel like that's probably his most underrated record.
I agree.
The Blueprint was just the second formation of Jay-Z. Like, he went from just street hustler to hip hop boss with that album. You know what I'm saying? Just with the shit he was going through with that record as well too. You know what I'm saying? He had many people from New York dissing him, from Prodigy to Jada Kiss to Fat Joe, and of course, Nas. And the Rockefeller was entering the second wave with the Dynasty album. You had cats like Kanye and Just Blaze introducing Jay to like a more soulful kind of sound. Like the Dynasty was like a experiment,
Right.
but Blueprint was just the fully realized version.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I love Volume 1. I'm gonna defend Volume 1 in its
It's
heyday.
great. Definitely.
Nigga, it's like when Jay-Z say, "Oh, I don't care for Volume 1." That's when you had motherfuckers be like, "Yeah, Volume 1 is trash. Volume 1." Okay. Is it touching reasonable doubt? Hell fucking no. But that does not mean the quality was not bad, because I've always say this: there's 2 songs from Volume 1 I do not like.
Mm-hmm.
Always Be My
I
Sunshine,
always say
and I
that.
Know What Girls Like.
Mm-hmm.
Everything else either range from very great to classic. Like Volume 1 has songs like Rap Game, Crack Game, the intro, A Million and One Questions, and Rhyme No More. I've always been more of a Rhyme No More guy and stuff like that too. I love the Million and One Questions, but I wish you would have rhymed over that beat for Rhyme No More.
Right. I agree.
Yeah. It was just like, if you want to say, "Oh, it's Shiny Suit Jay-Z," I don't like that stupid, because that album has some of Jay's most personal records. Lucky Me, You Must Love Me.
Yeah.
What's that joint? Where I'm From. Come on, man.
Facts.
I'm gonna pick the Blueprint, but I want to give a nod to Volume 1. I don't like the disrespect the album is getting. Like, y'all rather listen to Blueprint 3 over Volume 1?
No, fuck no.
Theory?
I think Volume 1 is better than the rest of the Blueprint series after Part 1. I think it is his most underrated album, and this is at a time when, like you said, like we was in the shiny suit era, but he wasn't rocking shiny suits. You know what I'm saying? Remember, he was still rocking. If you look at the promo for the album, he's in his Adidas jogger set. That's what he was rocking in the Marcy Projects. I had the poster for that. You know what I'm saying? And he was coming to like the MTV VMAs and movie awards in a do rag. Like he was still on his hood shit. But this is before suit and tie Jay. You know what I'm saying? And the production on here from Primo, and you had Track Masters, and you know, what's his name? Big Jazz. You know, they all did shit on here. Even with the Puffy track, I think the album is still a great album. You know what I'm saying? And I know people don't like the Puffy track. They don't like Sunshine, mainly because of the video. Video was Hype Williams, so we already know it was gonna be colorful. He had him dressed up in stuff he probably wouldn't normally wear. I still like Sunshine. I think it was a fire track with Foxy. It's not regarded as one of Jay and Foxy's best collabs. That's still Al B and Ain't No Nigga, but I thought it was fire. And you had joints like Where I'm From and Face Off with Source Money, Friend or Foe. You Must Love Me with Kelly Price. Imaginary Player was one of my favorites. You know what I'm saying? I love Sunshine. That's just me. Everybody ain't gonna love it, but everybody ain't me. I love it. If it was banging, I still play it. You know what I'm saying? The album is fire. It's great. This to me is one of his best albums. I will take this over Magna Carta. I'll take this over Kingdom Come. I'll take this over 444. I think it's that good. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, he came out with a mini movie with other videos for other tracks on the album. You know what I'm saying? That was like some Michael Jackson Thriller shit. And that's what Michael, used to do. He did that with Thriller. He did that with Moonwalker. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's a phenomenal album. But Blueprint to me was a classic album. You know, I like this even more than Stillmatic. I think Stillmatic was great, but I got the Blueprint over Stillmatic. I think it was better tracks on Blueprint. Even with the Hola Jovito track, I don't care for it that much. I think Timbaland, he was hit and miss with Jay. He gave him some heat on certain things, and then there's other things like Magna Carta gave him some shit.
Facts.
Blueprint 3 gave him some shit. You know what I'm saying? But I think it was just an all around better album. Renegade should have had a video. That was a great collab with Eminem. All I Need and Never Change. H of the Izzo, which was meant for Cameron, and we know what happened with that. Just a great all around album. You know what I'm saying? Even the bonus tracks, Lyrical Exercise was banging.
Mhm.
The Girls remix with Michael Jackson was fire. So I think Blueprint definitely is one of his best, like top 3 all time with reasonable doubt. Volume 2 for me. Well, we get to Volume 2, but I think Blueprint is top 3 for me, like Jay-Z albums all time.
Okay. Now we got Hard Knock Life Volume 2 versus Blueprint 2. Another no brainer. I gotta go with Volume 2. Now, if you guys know me, you guys know Volume 2 I had a very complicated history with.
Yes, we did.
When I first heard that record years ago, I did not like it.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna tell you, because you guys, I was listening to Jay-Z, and I was growing up on Reasonable Doubt. And I was listening to that shit heavy, heavy, heavy. I heard Volume 2. It was like more mainstream Jay. Like, like when you hear that Annie sample, like it's the hard knock life. I love that song. I love that record. And then I remember I did a review on this, and I said I didn't like the abundance of guest appearances on this album, but but at the same time, the guest appearances was fire.
Mhm.
Like you had motherfucking Jada Kiss, like LOX on it.
Yes.
He had like early Rockefeller, like Memphis and B
The Rangers.
Siegel, Rangers,
Yeah.
Jermaine Dupri,
Mhm.
and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, man. I mean, what's his name? Volume 2, like I would even dare as far as saying it's a classic album too when it comes to Jay.
Definitely.
I feel like it's deserving of a classic title because when people think Jay Z, they think it's 4 classes. There's 3 classes are Reasonable Doubt, Blueprint, and Blackout.
Mhm.
Which Not mad about that.
Even
Like,
with that, some people don't look at Black Album as a classic.
I say it's more arguable classic.
Mhm.
It has it's his most quoted album.
Well,
And I do feel like
he's done a documentary for Black Album, so he in his mind he feel like it's a classic.
right. Yeah, and like I said, I'm not mad about that. To me, it's a solid 4.5 out of 5 Black Album. But Blueprint and Reasonable Doubt are 5 out of 5, Bonnie fives.
Right.
Because like I said, there was like 3 songs from Black Album I just I did not stand.
I know, which is crazy to me.
Like December 4th, My First Song, and Dirt Off Your Soldier. You know what I'm saying? Moment of Clarity was cool, but just that beat though. But yeah, but Blueprint 2. Now, I remember this is another album. To this day, I still don't like this album. But looking back now and whatnot, I still don't like it. But I will say, if he would have just released the second disc, maybe added a few songs from the first album, it would not touch the Blueprint, but it would be a very respectful follow up.
So you like the second disc more?
Yes.
Really?
The second disc to me, that should have been an album by like Meet the Parents. One of the best Jay-Z songs ever.
See, I think that's the one with the weaker tracks.
I disagree heavily. The first disc had the weaker track. The first disc, he was doing some weird shit. I don't know what the fuck. I was like,
wow.
Like, hold on, let me pull up the track list.
The one weird song that I don't like that you probably would is the Frank Sinatra rendition. I thought he didn't need to do that.
I hated that one.
And I know you love Frank Sinatra. I don't think
don't you ever in your fucking life touch my way.
No.
It wasn't don't you? It wasn't Sean Carter. No. See, this is when you have artists who get so much successful, they all this critical acclaim. The next album, they give them so much control and shit like that. They think they can do everything.
Right.
Lil Wayne, the Carter 3, best rapper alive. This motherfucker wanted to be like David Grohl, play guitars and shit, skateboard.
I thought that was Rebirth.
Yeah, Rebirth. That's what I said. He wanted to be like David Grohl.
You mentioned Carter 3. I'm like, Carter 3? I don't think he did that on it.
No. I'm saying no. I meant like after the Carter 3.
Oh yeah, the success. Yeah,
all this acclaim and shit like that. And he still had all these problems, but problems don't just go, Flo. I mean, you just don't have. You can't just have all these creative freedom, and you think you can just do any goddamn thing. And that's the problem with the Blueprint too.
Right.
Because I'm looking at the track listing right now. Because some songs I don't even remember. I'll be real with you. Like the first disc, A Dream, Faith Evans and Biggie.
That was dope. You didn't like that?
I didn't like. Nah, wow. Didn't like that one. I respected it though. Hovey Baby, trash.
Fire. What?
Watch It too.
That was one of the songs that made the slim down version. They picked the best songs for 2.1.
Does that mean anything to me?
I think that was one of the best songs on the whole album.
Shit. Respect. Watch It 2. Fire.
Love that joint.
2003 Bonnie and Clyde. Trash.
He should have never sampled Pac. Pac couldn't even stand you. Why would you sample his shit?
I think came out and said Pac didn't even fuck with your ass.
Exactly. He didn't like you. Why? He called you out by name in multiple songs. Why would you wait till he died to sample his shit?
Excuse me, miss. Believe it or not, I love that record.
I think that would have been better for Snoop, not for Jay.
No.
I think Snoop would have killed it.
Jay did the assignment.
I like the remix on the Bad Boys 2 soundtrack. I don't like the regular, and I love the Neptunes. I don't like that original joint. I think that would have been better for Snoop.
Are you crazy?
Yes, because that time Snoop was also working with the Neptunes.
I know, but see, Snoop and Snoop would have something good on that.
Yes,
but this was, excuse me, Miss was like the sequel, the unofficial sequel to Girls, Girls, Girls. If you ask me,
you think that's a sequel?
I said unofficial. I know there's a sequel to Girls, 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 but
like Snoop was is natural smooth. I think Snoop would have made it just as big as. See, it's a hit for Jay, but he don't always perform it at his shows though. I know. There's times when he don't perform it at all. Like so, I think Snoop would have made it a hit.
True. Like what they gonna do? Sean Paul trash.
I like that one. I like that one.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
but the thing
Other
is,
than popping,
talking about that song, right? That song. This is around the time when Beyonce came out with her first album, right? And
yeah.
he didn't fuck with Sean Paul because he had an issue with Sean Paul with performing with Beyonce. But you turn around and do a collab with him, that doesn't make sense.
No, this was before.
That was
That
before
was
that,
before. Because Dangerously in Love came out in 03.
right?
And he was recording this album like 01, 02.
So he had an issue with Sean Paul after then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Because I saw that. Yeah, Sean Paul, man, he had issues with a lot of people, if I'm not mistaken. But then when you get to the second disc, oh man, this is where you have the creme de la creme.
See, I don't like a lot of those songs on there.
You Don't Know remix with MOP,
That should
fire.
have been on Blueprint though.
I agree. The Meet the Parents, fire.
I didn't like that.
Some people hate,
Didn't like
fire. The title track, one of the most
Didn't
underrated
like
disc tracks ever.
that. Did not like that.
Blueprint 2. One of the
Because
most underrated.
he already lost the battle with Nas at that
I
point. It's like
know,
why are you circling the wagon?
I
Come
know,
on,
I
man.
know. But listen. That he was speaking. He has some good points on that diss track. He has to. Is it Uchiwale or you Obi?
Come on. That's not even Nas song. That's the Braveheart song. Nas jumped on the remix. You associate that. That's a Nas song.
It's not touching Ether. It's not. But if he would have dropped that after Ether, listen. If he would have dropped the after Ether, instead of that crap, that super ugly crap,
right,
it would have been better. It would have probably they would probably been in round 2. But that's besides the point. But yeah. Now I admit the second disc has some trash too. I didn't care for Too Many Hoes.
I don't like
Timbaland
that.
was just in a bad run in this time. I didn't care for As One.
Don't like that.
The bonus tracks, they
All
could
those
have kept
bottom
that.
songs. I don't like none of those songs at the bottom of this shit.
But like I said, it grew on me. It grew on me a bit. It's still one of his weaker albums, but
yes.
Magna Carta, Blueprint 3, trash. Yeah,
garbage.
But now the next one, this is the one I've been dreading: Blueprint 3 or Volume 3.
What Volume 3 is better? There's no competition. You cannot tell me that you don't like this, but you like Blueprint 3.
Try. Let me explain. Volume 3 is probably the most complicated Jay-Z album. I don't know if I like the album. I don't know if I did to this day. Because let me tell you something about Volume 3. There was this debate. I was on YouTube, all right, talking about, Volume 3, that's his best since Reasonable Doubt. That's when Jay returned to the streets. I was like,
no,
what the fuck are y'all talking about, B? What the fuck? Let these bloggers in this fucking place, man. Volume 3 was good, but it was not great. Like, so ghetto.
Love that.
Classic.
Should have been a single.
Oh, yes. It should have been a single. Snoopy track with Juvenile.
That was okay.
The same motherfucker that's disappointed in Jay-Z now, but I'm gonna keep my mouth shut on that. Classic. But see, for every good tracks, you have some bad, things that you do with Mariah. I love Mariah. I love Mariah.
She sounded bored on that.
I
don't like that song.
S. Carter with a mill. Nah.
That was okay. I don't want a mill on it though.
Wait. You said that was okay?
I like the beat. But a mill, she only was on the chorus though. I don't think she had a verse on it. I mean, she wasn't needed on it.
Yeah, man. But then you have some of the most underrated Jay songs, like Come and Get Me.
Yes.
Woo!
That should have been a single.
Throwing shots at Nas on that one. Come on.
And the beat switch by Timbaland on that.
Crazy. Yes. One of the last great beats Timbaland did.
Yeah.
Unpopular opinion. One of the last great beats Timbaland did for Jay. Unpopular opinion.
Well, I liked it off your shoulder, but that's just me.
I know. Hola Alvito was good, but it wasn't great.
Right.
Why just every time I see Spanish, I just always speak in the Hispanic accent. So I will pick Volume 3 by a landslide, but at the same time, it's just like, it's not one of his worst albums. It's a middle of the road album. You know what I'm saying? Because like when you were in high school and shit like that, and you have the cool kids. The cool kids are Reasonable Doubt, Blueprint, Black Album, Volume 2, Dynasty, four 444 and shit like that. And then you have the people that you don't really fuck with. Like you have the Blueprint Threes, you have the Magna Cartas, you have the
King
Blueprint
of Pop.
Twos and shit like that. No, I'm gonna get to I'm gonna get to I'm
There's
gonna get to
another
Kingdom
group.
Come.
There's another.
Yeah, yes. And then this is the above average. You have the dynasties. Well, I will call these personal albums or underrated ones. You have the dynasties. You have the Streets is Watching soundtrack. Yes, I'm going to throw in Streets is Watching soundtrack. The original Dynasty.
Right.
You have American Gangster, the true sequel to Reasonable Doubt.
Right.
You have I'm gonna throw in Watch the Throne.
Okay.
And then you have the Volume 3, where you don't know where the fuck to put that shit. Cause it's just so middle of the fucking road, you know?
I'm putting it with underrated with the group with Volume 1. Because it is like you said, like it has some underrated Jay-Z tracks, like Watch Me with Dr. Dre. That beat even sounds like a Dr. Dre beat, even though Irv Gotti produced it, which it sounds weird.
I don't believe Irv Gotti produced that.
You got Come and Get Me, which was a good Timbaland track. You got NYMP. I love that track. I think it has some of his underrated joints. But then when you get to shit like the things that you do, Mariah Carey should have sounded bored. And she's done stuff with Jay-Z in the past. Heartbreaker was a huge hit for Mariah on the Rainbow album. And she didn't sound like Heartbreaker Mariah on this. She just sounded bored. That Swiss Beats track is terrible. When Big Pimpin', when I heard Big Pimpin', I didn't like it. I did not like Big Pimpin'. I could tolerate it. It's not one of my favorite J tracks. I know it was huge when it came out with the UGK and what it did for UGK's career. But when I first heard that, it sounded like some fucking rodeo shit. I'm like, what is this shit? What is this? You know what I'm saying? It sounded like some rodeo shit. I'm like, what is this? This hayride bullshit. I'm hearing.
No, it's, you know what it is? It's the Indian fascination that Timbaland with that kind of shit.
Yeah, but he's used Indian samples before that sounded better. You know what I'm saying? Like Indian Carpet, him and Magoo and his brother Sebastian, that was better. I like that.
He had a song called Indian Carpet.
Yes, he had a song called Indian Flute and Indian
Carpet. This nigga wants to be Indian so fucking bad.
He had more than one song with Indian in the title.
This nigga wants to be Cherokee so fucking bad and shit. Oh my god,
I like Indian Carpet. I thought Indian Carpet was a better beat. But I didn't like Big Pimpin' when I first heard it. You know what I'm saying? I actually like the video version when Jay has like the extra verse on the Cannon P with Pamela Anderson, but MTV Jam of the Week. Like I like that version. That version ain't on here though. But it's okay. It's not one of my favorite, Jay-Z tracks. S. Carter was okay. I don't think Emil was needed. You know what I'm saying? Pop for Rock, I like. Do It Again, which was the first single off of here. But I think Beans killed that. Jay, with the throwing the subliminals at was it Deluxe was doing that too, supposedly? Cutting your eyebrows trying to wild out. Supposedly that was against the Locks.
Oh, that was for the Lock. I thought you were Come and Get Me.
No. But who was he talking about? Come and Get Me.
He was throwing shots at Nas.
And then Nas made Come and Get Me for Nostradamus.
He said, "Come get me." Yep.
Come get me. Right. Interesting.
Because both of them albums came out around the same time too.
99.
Yeah. December.
Yep. And I think it's an underrated album. I'm still picking In My Lifetime trilogy over Blueprint. I think Blueprint 2 had some good songs. What's the joint? Poppin' Tags. That should have been a single.
I agree.
Love Poppin' Tags. You know what I'm saying? That was a missed opportunity. They just picked the wrong singles to me from Blueprint 2. I never liked Bonnie and Clyde theme. You're sampling Pac and Pac couldn't stand you. It made no sense to sample this shit. Simi Miss was okay, but I thought Snoop should have had it. He had the single for Guns N' Roses with Lenny Kravitz, but they never did a video for it. But I just thought that he should have picked better singles. It should have never been a double album. You know, it's not a great double album. It's not top five, whatever. You still got two dead artists, Biggie and Pac, that came out with classic double albums over Blueprint 2. You know, and it just wasn't good. Blueprint 3 was crap. He picked the right singles though. You know, Empire State of Mind was huge, and Run This Town. On to the next one. You know, he picked the right singles, but overall, I think the album was garbage.
I agree.
You didn't see me with Blueprint 3 because I never bought it. Don't want it.
I got it for Christmas one.
Wow. You actually still got that? You should burn it.
I'm a collector, so I'm a collector. Collector's purposes. Alright. Well, that's how we do it. So, I'm gonna end this off right here. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I gotta work in the morning. But tomorrow we're gonna have a double show for y'all. You know, we're gonna do the Get Rich or Die Trying soundtrack. This is actually a soundtrack where I may review the movie one day because I actually do like the movie and stuff like that. So the soundtrack has some of 50s best songs. I can't wait to talk about this. You know what I'm saying? And then we also gonna do a movie review on the 90s classic Problem Child. The movie's on YouTube, but Troy think he's too good to watch a movie on YouTube and shit.
I'm watching on streaming like I watch all my other films.
All right. Well, let me know when you actually watch the movie. Don't come and say I was not able to watch it because his link was not working.
I can watch it. I just checked. I just checked the link. The links are working.
Okay. All right. So
I like watching shit in 4K, not on YouTube.
Understandable. All right. So we got a good show for y'all this week. You know what I'm saying? Got a good show. I'm not gonna reveal a lot of shit because we got some heat. This weekend, I'm actually not going to do no reviews Friday to Sunday because I got to go out of town. I mean, if I come at a good time Sunday, I might just do a random live stream. I don't know yet. It's not official. So I'm going to move the Culture Club review to Monday of next week and stuff like that too. I got to go to a fucking wedding, which I don't really feel like going to.
But you invited though, right?
Yeah, but I never really care for weddings like that, especially African weddings.
Unless you don't want to get married.
I mean, it's like it's in the DMV too. So, if I can find a good girl who's not actually related to me, then that's all that matters, you know. You know, when you try to go into a wedding, you don't know who's actually related to you and shit like that. And then you don't want to get no incest. You don't want to have no Duggar family kind of shit. What's the name of that family? The Duggar family. You want with that brother fucking the sister?
Oh, you mean like on Yellowstone?
No, it was a family. It was a family. It's called a Duggar family. The brother was, the guy was fucking the sister, and they had Christian values. It's like a Christian family.
I don't know that family.
Yeah, you don't want to know that family, but I don't know. I don't want to get in a situation. Like I said,
that's like your regular trailer park trash family. They cousins fucking each other and shit.
Yeah,
you know.
But at the same time, too, it's like women are just women these days. That's all I gotta say. But we do have some heat for y'all. Like I said, rest in peace to Tito Jackson and stuff like that too. Anything you want to say before we head out?
Tuesday, Top 5 vinyl is finally dropping.
Ooh.
I recorded that over the summer, so it's finally dropping. I want to see it. Picking out, some of my best vinyl, 5 on vinyl. It's just gonna be good. Friday, subscribe to Queen Libra, Queen of Kink, her YouTube channel. She's going live on Friday night with the homie Uncle Freezy. And September is Suicide Prevention Month, and they're gonna be talking about mental health awareness. It's a very serious thing in our Black community, and look out for that. When is that? Queen Libra? Is that like 9 o'clock? I think it's at 9 p.m. on Friday night. So check out her YouTube channel, Queen of Kink. Did a live stream on Saturday night. Shout out to Rayshawn. Rayshawn came through and he was a part of that, and Reg and Mike.
That's what's up. All right. Yeah, man. So definitely. The years we in September right now. Years winding down. and everything like that too. So stay tuned for more stuff. Appreciate this try as usual, and I'll see y'all niggas later.
Peace.
Peace.